Okay, my video capture software just crashed on me, but I managed to recreate it to see where we were before. So we had the bottom part the inside part mapped to the top edge, and now what I want to do is take this other part, which is the outer part, and attach it over here at the top so that I have one continuous piece that shows us the texture wrapping around as in a cylindrical matter, in a cylindrical way. First of all, let me fix these guys over here because they got a little bit distorted when I recovered the file. Okay, there you go. Excellent. So first of all, we need to find out which edges, which vertices correspond to which. And if you notice, like when I click here, this one highlights here, this one highlights there, that one highlights there. That means that at this point, there's 4 different vertices, UVs, coinciding in the same spot. So that doesn't tell me much. So I'm going to go to the next one, and when I look at the other piece, it means that at this point, this vertex and this vertex on the outside and the inside piece are colliding on the same spot, and so on. I see that, you know, it keeps going like that. The problem I have is I can't weld those, because if I welded those and I ended up with something like this, it's very inefficient, and there's faces overlapping. You know, if I wanted to apply a texture for the outer area, it will have to be exactly the same as the inner area. So it's not very efficient. We want to have the control of maybe giving, you know, a wet feeling to the inside part, maybe a little bit smoother because of the nature, or I mean, a little bit more rough of the nature of the inside of the vase. That doesn't have to have too much beauty on it. But then on the outside, maybe we want to add details like paintings or a pattern or something like that. So we can't if both are overlapping like that. So what I want to do is attach this part over here with this part over here so that I have a continuous piece that is easy to paint in Photoshop. If you saw the demo that I posted, the tutorial that I posted on the resources area for this assignment, you're going to notice that I used the throne to show you how to break it into pieces, and then you take that into Photoshop, paint on it, and then bring it back, bring that JPEG back, and map it to a material that then is shows on the surface, right? And if we have a lot of interruptions on the textures, like you have many small pieces, when you paint on it, you're going to get interruption of the textures because one edge does not correspond to the other edge. And if there's a color variation or a gradation of colors, it's going to look pretty inefficient. It's not going to have the gradient effect that you might want to do. So, okay, so what I'm going to do is bring this part over here, right where I want to weld it. Okay, but what happens is this part over here it's not exactly the part that I want to weld, right? The part that I want to weld is all the way up here when it should be here, right? So what I'm going to do is imagine you have like something like a pancake and flip it over, and that way this top part is going to be up here, down here, so that it's next to the part that I want to weld, and then the bottom part will be, you know, on the top over there. So what I'm going to do is go Tools, Flip Vertical, and what I just did is flip it on the up axis, and let's see if that worked out. That seems to be working fine. Okay, well, perfect. You see that now when you click on each, the one that highlights is right below it. So I'm going to just move it now, and I'm going to weld, and we are almost done with this. So I want to put the points as close as I can, and then start welding, because right now I see something there that it shouldn't be there. That green line, it means that there's an edge there, and we're going to fix that next.